What up, peeps? Mr.Bones here, and this is Dollar Tree Theater, brought to you by Hobbs Horror. And the movie we're reviewing today was requested by Hobbs Horror. He had seen I picked this up, and I guess he's curious about it. He's been asking me if I was going to review it. So, there we go. Gremlin, aka Gremlin's Curse. You can't kill it. You can't escape it. You can only give it to someone you love. And I find that to be a very fucked up rule. It would be pretty sucky to get this box. So it comes on with this guy Jim and his wife, who's in a wheelchair with tubes in her, breathing tubes in her nose or something. I guess she's sick. That might be why he don't mind giving it to her. Or I don't know if he gave it to her. It starts off with him sitting there guarding the box with a gun on it and trying to protect her, I guess. She says some shit that she appreciates him keeping it, and she loves him or some shit, I don't know. And it comes out and attacks him. There's some funny things in this movie, and knocks him on the ground, and then disappears out of the screen. And he turns around and it's got his wife tipped over on the floor, and he crawls on all fours as crawls as slow as humanly possible as it kills his wife. And then the title screen rolls, Gremlin, and then you got the Thatcher family. Which is Adam Thatcher, Julie Thatcher, Charlie Thatcher, and Anna Thatcher. And Adam is staying with his grandmother, Mary Roberts. And the funny thing is, there's a knock on the door, and John, from the beginning of the movie, shows up to give this damn thing to his mother. Because the rule is you have to give it to someone you love. What's the first thing you think of? Let's kill our mother. I thought, what the fuck? Knocks on the door. He's like, I'm in a hurry. I can't stay long, but I just want to give you this. But you have to give it to someone you love before the timer runs out. It's very important that you do that. She's like, okay, dear. She didn't think much of it. And goes in and says, John was here. He's acting very odd. He gave me this box and said, I have to give it to someone I love. At the same time as she was saying that, she quickly was reaching to her grandson, not thinking anything of it because she don't know it's pure evil. You can't really see on the picture. I thought you could. But there's like some kind of ancient language on it, and it's got like a timer, lights, and like every so often it comes out and it kills people, and no one knows what happens if it counts all the way down. But so you give it to the grandma, and everybody goes to bed, and the little boy gets up to get some water or something, and he sees that thing stabbing his grandma to death. It has like these little pinpoint needle legs and just stabs her right through the chest into her heart. And he runs screaming, and he tells his parents, and they see she's dead, but they don't believe him that a monster did it. It stabs her to death, runs down the stairs, for some reason jumps off the little boy's back, but doesn't do anything to him, and jumps back in its box. And the cops are called, and the detective is all curious, wondering what the hell happened, because there's like no sign of struggle or anything, but there's a hole going right to her heart. And so then, they just sort of go on about their business. Then you meet Anna, the teenage daughter, sitting by a lake or something with her boyfriend, tells him she's pregnant, and he's like, "Whoa, are you serious? Did you double check it?" That cracked me up. How the hell do you double check it? I think she knows she's pregnant. Like, can you dip the stick down there again? Check again? Oh. Then he's hungry, and he's like, "I'm hungry. I don't have no money. Can we go to your house?" So they go to their house. He helps himself to some chicken out of the fridge while the dad's trying to tell her about her grandma. I can't remember exactly how it gets triggered, but it comes back out of the box again and kills her boyfriend. And they just wrap him in a garbage bag and put him in the basement. And they're like, the dad's like, well, "That's 2 deaths in 2 days. We can't really report it. We'll look suspicious." But anyway, there's more deaths and shit throughout the movie, and they're trying to figure out how to defeat it, how to get away from it. And by the end of the movie, oh yeah, and you can't cheat this thing. You have to give it to someone you love. At one point, he's cheating on his wife, and she finds out. And at one point, he says, "Let me go give it to her," the girl that he's been seeing. But apparently, you have to truly love the person you're giving to, and the box knows. He tries to give it to that lady, and all it does is jump out of the box and kill her, and go back in the box. And yeah, by the end of the movie, it's coming out again. There's not many dots left on it, whatever, on the timer, and it eventually runs down, comes out of the box, and supersizes. But it only temporarily turns in. The movie temporarily turns into a kaiju movie, a giant monster movie, because it's really weird. It has an odd ending. So it's fucking ginormous, and there's cops all around the house shooting at it and shit. And the dad and the kid had ran back in the house, and the detective goes in there and he picks up the box. And for some reason, it's like he suddenly became the new owner of the box. He touches the box, all the lights light up and reset. The numbers are back, and it just magically shrinks back down to its normal little gremlin size and runs back into the box. And the cop has big wide ass eyes like, "What did I do?" And then the movie goes off. It was a surprising little find for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Normally when I grab one of these, I'm not expecting much, but I've seen other people picking this up, and I thought it looked interesting. Cool. I was like, cool, a little creature movie. I wasn't fond of the title. Like, why are you calling it Gremlin when there's already a famous family horror called Gremlins? But yeah, it says Gremlin, aka Gremlin's Curse. And it was a decent little watch. And I forgot to read the back for y'all, so the clock is ticking. 2 years after the murder of his 10-year-old son, they have a dead child. 2 years after the murder of their 10-year-old son, Adam Thatcher receives a mysterious box from a relative containing a terrible secret, a creature that will brutally kill everyone he cares about one by one. The only way to release himself from the curse is to give the box to someone he loves, continuing the never-ending circulation of this ancient evil. Yeah, this has been Dollar Tree Theater, brought to you by Hobbs Horror, and that's what I checked out. Just for you, buddy. I watched it last night so I could review it for you. Peace.